Hey, it's Juniper the Rhyming Whiz. Please like and subscribe. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved poems. It all started with my amazing grandma and her incredible library. People would line up just to catch a glimpse. But when I turned 13, something really bad happened. My grandma left us, and because of a big business loss, my parents had to close down the library she loved so much. It was heartbreaking to see her special books being sold off. I felt so sad and lost. Without her and the library, life went on. But one day I spoke. I wanted a real gem. My grandma's co-letters edition book of Emily Dickinson's poems. I knew I had to get it to honor her memory. Oh my god, Mom, Dad, I need to have this, please, please.
It's pretty expensive. I know you want this because it once belonged to your grandma, but honey, we can't afford this and you're just 16. Do something fun like some TikTok dances. Isn't poetry like watching grass grow?
I knew Mom and Dad would never understand my love for poetry, so I decided to take matters into my own hands. I took every job I could, from mowing lawns like a boss to delivering newspapers. One day, while I was sweating like crazy, Mrs. Peterson, our neighbor, approached me with an offer. I just couldn't refuse to babysit her toddler son Tim, but I was a bit unsure. While Tim was as cute as a button, his older brother Jim with a handful. We were in the same class, and that dude had a special talent for getting into sticky situations with his failed magic tricks. But beggars can't be choosers, so I accepted the job. So there I was, babysitting like a pro, changing Tim's diapers, and trying to keep Jim out of trouble. One day in the library, I was reading a poem and Jim looked over.
What's so fascinating about those words?
Poetry is like a secret language of feelings and thoughts. It's like life in a nutshell. Bro, you should try it. And he did, for the first time. I had a friend who showed interest in poetry, and I appreciated it. One day, Jim and I were playing at the play area when he went to buy me some water. Right then, Aaron, of all people, came over to me. I'm not going to lie, my heart was literally racing with excitement, but what he said next shocked me.
What are you doing here with Jim the Dim? Shouldn't you be with someone like me?
Did he really have to? No way I was going to just stand there and listen to him diss my bestie. Hey, don't call my friend back.
Just look. He's so dumb, he couldn't even figure out how to get water without making a total fool of himself. What an idiot.
Whatever. At least he's not a jerk like you off, Aaron. Once Jim finally returned with a water bottle, he could tell something was up just by looking at my face.
Hey, what's going on here? Is he bothering you?
Back off, loser. Can't you see we're having a little chat here?
She is my friend. If you're bothering her, you're bothering me too.
That's right. We are a team. So just back off and let us enjoy. Aaron's face turned redder than a chili pepperetta hot sauce convention as he walked away, and I realized he's definitely not the guy I thought. The next day at school, when I saw Jim, I was stunned. He had a black eye. What the what? Who did this?
Ugh, it's nothing. I fell from.
Don't you dare give me that fell from the stairs. Spill the beans. What happened?
I got into a fight with Aaron.
He did that. Oh, I am going to teach that jerk a lesson. Saying that, I ran to the parking lot where I knew Aaron always hung out with his goonies, and the moment I saw him, I threw a punch at him that left him stunned.
You'll regret this, Juniper. I'll make you pay.
How? By hitting a girl? You're worse than I thought you were, Aaron.
Back off, Jim. It's between Juniper and me now. So, Junie, you think you're tough?
Yes, she wants to see how tough she is. Let's settle this with a rap battle. Yeah, I know you've been preparing for it. So, Aaron, are you up for the challenge? Because Juniper destroyed you here, and she's going to destroy you there too.
You bet I will. I'm not afraid of you, Aaron.
We'll see about that, but just so you know, if I win, you'll have to go on a date with me.
No way.
Oh, you will. And if I lose, I promise I'll apologize to Jim in front of the entire school. Fair deal, right?
Bring it on! As Aaron walked away with his friends, reality hit me hard. I had just agreed to a rap battle with Aaron, and if I lost, I'd have to go on a date with him. While I would have been thrilled about the idea before, now that I knew Aaron was a jerk, I had zero interest. Jim, I don't know if I can do this.
Juniper, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but think about it. The cash prize is a whopping $5,000. We can split it. You can finally get those poetry books you've been dreaming of. And, well, I can perhaps get that PlayStation 5. My mom's been denying forever.
All right, let's do this. And so we went, all in, writing and rehearsing like crazy. Aaron and his crew seemed just as determined, and we saw them often. practicing at the nearby park every day after school. One rainy afternoon as I was on my way home, I was about to slip in a puddle, but Aaron caught me just in time.
Careful there.
I didn't need you to rescue me, even though I didn't want to. We both ended up finding shelter under a small roof, and there I felt a bit uneasy. It was a tight space, and we had to stand close, making the situation all the more awkward.
I never thought I'd be stuck in the rain with my arch enemies. Best friends forever.
I don't know why you think he's your enemy. Jim's an amazing guy. It's you who's a grump all the time.
Just like everyone else. You also probably think I'm just a jerk? You think you've got it all figured out, huh?
Well, I've got it figured out that the tough guy act you put on, it's to keep others away. You know, you don't have to be a meanie all the time.
Whatever. It's just that things at home aren't good. Everything feels like a mess.
Well, everyone has problems, Aaron. I guess it's time you realize that and perhaps show people the goodness in you.
You're weird, you know that?
Takes one to know one, I guess. As Aaron and I kept talking, I realized his tea wasn't so bad after all. Once the rain finally eased up, we both went our separate ways. But I couldn't help but feel a newfound understanding for Aaron. As the days passed, I saw a new side of Aaron, and it amazed me. One time I spotted him helping a stray dog find its way home, and another time he even shared his lunch money with a classmate in need. One day, I noticed Aaron leaving school in a hurry. Forgetting his phone, I chased after him on my bicycle and found him at a hospital, sitting in a room and crying. Hey, Aaron!
What are you doing here?
You left your phone at school. Is everything okay? You seem upset.
It's none of your business. This is my mom. She's been in a coma for a long time. I come here every day to see her.
Oh my God, I had no idea. I hope things get better for you.
Yeah, thanks.
From that day on, I saw Aaron in a totally new light. And when I told Jim about how Aaron's mom was sick, without revealing the part that I spoke to him, he just rolled his eyes.
That guy's a phony. Don't believe everything you hear, Juniper.
Jim hated Aaron, but I guess yes, I had started to have feelings for him. One day at lunchtime, when Jim wasn't around, Aaron approached me.
Hey Juniper, want to catch a movie together? Barbie's playing. I heard it's hilarious.
Sure, why not? But just as friends, right? But Barbie, are you sure?
Absolutely. I know you'll love it. And if you love it, I'm sure I'll love it. I'm talking too much. See ya.
Day of the movie arrived, and I had come up with a plan to watch Barbie with Aaron without Jim knowing. I told Jim I was feeling sick and needed to rest. At the cinema, Aaron and I laughed our hearts out at the silly scenes in Barbie. It was so fun. But as we left the cinema, I was in for a surprise. Jim was standing there looking heartbroken and hurt.
Juniper, you lied to me. I thought we were supposed to be best friends, and here you are with Aaron of all people.
It's not what you think. Jim Aaron is a really nice guy.
Juniper, please this guy. He's a snake.
Hey dude, I'm standing right here. You better shut that mouth.
You shut up and stay away from Juniper.
Jim threw a punch at Aaron and knocked him on the ground. I was shocked. Are you crazy, Jim? What's gotten into you? You hurt him badly.
But Juniper, you're my friend. You're supposed to be on my side.
Jim, I'll be friends with whoever I want. I can't stay around you. It's like I don't even know who you are. I then helped Aaron up and walked him home. He could have pressed charges against Jim, but he didn't, which was very kind of him. In the days that followed, Jim tried to contact me many times, but I wasn't ready to talk to him yet. It felt like everything was spinning out of control, and I needed some time to sort out my feelings. So, on the day of the rap battle, instead of participating, I messaged Jim that I wouldn't be joining. All he replied with was a simple, okay. Feeling torn and anxious, I decided to at least visit the rap battle to see Aaron perform and support him. But what I saw there left me shook.
Hey, Jimbo, you lost your friend. Now you're on your own. My tricks played well. She fell for my lies. What a surprise. To the cinema. Took her. She didn't know. Faked about my mom.
My emotions went wild as I heard Aaron's hurtful words. Seeing Jim's pained expression, it hit me hard. He was right about Aaron's tricks. It all clicked. He had done the whole nice guy act to distract me from the rap battle. He messed with the wrong girl. Without even thinking, I jumped on the stage next to Jim. Jim, my buddy, you know I got your back. Through thick and thin, we never lack fake friends leave, but we stand tall, bonds unbreakable, never gonna fall. They're just haters, but we're the real deal and that's all.
I knew you'd come.
I had to. Now come on, let's win this thing. Jim and I were doing amazing. We were spitting verses in the mic like we were on fire. In the end, it was us against Aaron and his gang, and I decided to bring my A game and finish him once and for all. In the end, we totally nailed it and won the cash surprise. Remember, true friends got your back no matter what. Fake people and lies can't break real friendship. Trust your buddies.
Hi guys, my name is Maya, and I'm from Jordan. I have two sisters who are a couple of years older than me. They both have blonde hair, blue eyes, and fair skin, while my eyes are black like my curly hair. My sisters thought they were prettier than me, and they made sure I never forgot that. Once when I was in kindergarten, I came home to show everyone the family tree I'd made. My oldest sister, Layla, the meanest girl on earth, snatched the card from me and said, "Ah, you drew this? I can't deny it's beautiful, but I think you missed something." And with that, she colored my face with a black crayon. "See, now it looks better." She threw the card at me and left laughing with my other sister, Selma. I cried, but Mom hugged me tight.
Oh, Maya, ignore your sisters. They're jealous of your beauty.
Mom always cheered me up, but I realized she was lying. When I was 8 and some guests came to visit, one of the women said to my mom,
"Your daughters are pretty, but this youngest one is quite unlucky. I doubt she'll ever get married. Oh well, she can take care of you and your husband and your old age."
I think Maya is special in her own way.
And then Selma spoke up.
Mom, she is ugly. Just face it. Stop being stupid and shut up already.
"Don't talk to Mom like that, you witch!" I pounced on her and bit her arm so hard it swelled up. She had to put on a bandage for a week. As if my sisters weren't awful enough, Dad was a jerk too. He didn't love Mom at all. He was only with her because she was rich. He thought I was ugly too and always blamed Mom for giving me her genes. Since I was Mom's favorite, she did her best to make up for the rest of my terrible family. When I was only in the 7th grade, I had a big closet full of the fanciest clothes and makeup brands. I liked that, but what I really wanted the most was to join an international school in the capital city. Mom said we'd move, but my sisters threw a huge tantrum when they found out. "Why would we leave our amazing lives and friends and go live somewhere else? It's not our fault that Mia is ugly and no one likes her here."
Mom, Maya is worthless. She would be more useful if we used her as our broom. Her ugly curly hair is perfect for that.
The two witches started laughing like maniacs. Just then, Dad walked in and shouted,
"Listen, woman! If you decide to move out, you can consider yourself divorced."
"Mom, that's amazing!" Mom smiled at me and decided to leave, and Dad did divorce Mom. My sisters had no choice but to come with us, and now they hated me even more. My birthday usually fell on the first day of school, and Mom would always throw a huge party. But this time I told her that I didn't want to celebrate my birthday anymore. Why would someone celebrate losing a year of their life to celebrate getting older? That's just weird.
Baby, why are you saying this? I see celebrating a birthday as being grateful for living another year. Listen, why don't we just celebrate it at school? I'll give all the kids fancy presents and they'll like you from the first day.
No, Mom. I don't want to buy anyone's love. I just want people to love me for who I am. Well, the new school wasn't a lot better than home. On my first day, I met a girl named Noor. She was a redhead and her beauty was unique. When I entered the classroom, she stared at me from head to toe, then said,
"Oh, attention everyone, we have a new baby here, but we all know our classroom only has pretty girls with fair faces and light hair. What are we going to do with this ugly duckling?"
The room fell silent and everyone was staring at me. Suddenly, I just snapped and started screaming. Shut up, you, and everyone here just shut up, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, you shallow people. Everyone looked shocked and they started whispering. Just then my sister showed up from behind me. "Oh, excuse her, she's our sister, but she has some issues. We are so sorry for her bad manners." With that, they pushed me aside and introduced themselves to Noor and started taking selfies with her. Ugh, these horrible creatures. It was obvious that this Noor ruled the school, and I knew after my outburst she wouldn't leave me alone. But to my surprise, she did leave me alone. I was the invisible girl. No one dared to talk to me or sit next to me because they knew Noor would be mad. Things went on like that for weeks until one day a couple of boys sat next to me at lunch.
Hey, listen, I'm speaking on behalf of all the boys in the school. We all think you're very pretty.
What are you making fun of me?
Why would we? Those big black eyes, this long curly hair, and that tanned, flawless skin. God, I really wish Noor wasn't around. You're so pretty, Maya.
Oh, so you're a man enough to confess your feelings, but only when Noor isn't around. You're like scared mice in front of her. Just go away and leave me alone.
Told you she's not only pretty, she's brave too, and always speaks her mind. Man, I think I'm falling in love.
Just then, Noor passed by and the boys ran off like little baby rabbits. Later that day, when I walked past the bathroom, I heard some girls scream, whispering and cursing. I opened the door and found Noor and Layla pushing another small girl who was screaming and frightened. I immediately pushed Noor aside. What are you doing? Stop this!
Oh, look who's here, and what are you going to do about it?
Touch her again, and I will hurt you.
Oh, really, Robin Hood? Watch this.
And then she pushed the small girl again. I was about to attack her when Layla jumped in, and the two pinned me against the wall.
Just leave before you regret coming to the school.
They let me go and I ran away, straight to the principal's office. If they thought I'd let them get away with being bullies, they were so wrong, and I was so happy when Noor and Layla got suspended for 2 weeks. Layla and I didn't talk at home, and I didn't tell Mom about anything. One day during lunch, the cute boy from the other day came to me and announced in front of everyone.
I think you're right. I can't be scared forever. I like you, Maya. Can we be friends?
Just then, Noor came running to us screaming.
No.
Suddenly, she attacked me and then she ripped my t-shirt so that everyone could see the burn scars on my stomach. I got these scars when I was 3 and I'd never told a soul about them.
Everyone just look at her. She's a freak. Why would you want to be with someone like her when you could have a perfect girl like me?
The boys were staring at my stomach, speechless, and so was everyone else. I was shocked, of course. Only my sisters could have told Noor about my scars. Angry tears started rolling down my cheeks.
Oh, look at this crybaby. Not only do you have an ugly face, it's just that everything is so ugly about you. Just stay home and say goodbye to high school.
And you say goodbye to your shiny, smooth red hair. And with that, I jumped on her and started tearing her hair out. She started screaming and crying until some of the students and teachers pulled me away. The principal demanded that I come to her office, but I pushed her away and ran out of the school. Mom was furious when she heard the whole thing. She said she wanted to come to the school. I said no and tried to convince her to stay home. But the next day, Mom turned up at school. The moment she saw Noor, she started walking towards her angrily to shout at her. But just then, Layla pushed Mom away and she fell on the ground. Don't you dare touch my friend! Instead of coming to school to embarrass yourself, stay home and discipline your little Maya. She's a monster, not a sister! I couldn't take it anymore. I jumped on Layla to attack her. Suddenly, Selma came running too and I knew I was about to get my butt kicked, but to my shock, she slapped Layla and pushed her away from me. Then she helped Mom get up and I couldn't believe my eyes. Did Selma just defend me and Mom?
That's enough, Layla. I would never choose a stranger over my family, especially a jerk like Noor. She promised to keep Maya's scars a secret and look what she did yesterday. And that's why I'm ending my stupid friendship with her and you, Layla.
Layla looked furious. She took Noor's hand and they both stormed off. Later that evening, I barged into Layla and Selma's room to get something off my chest. I just came here to say you two have mocked me and bullied me all my life, but to tell my biggest secret to someone like Noor and let her humiliate me in front of everyone, that's really low even for you, and I'm done with you guys for good.
But Maya, I'm on your side.
I'm not dumb, Selma. I only know you defended me and Mom because you probably got into some dumb fight with Layla and wanted to tease her. Just then, Selma started to cry and got down on her knees.
I swear I've changed. Maya, I've been a mean, jealous jerk. I've always envied you for your beauty and even more for your amazing personality. You're confident, brave, smart, funny, and kind. You're amazing, my little sister. You're amazing.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Selma was jealous of my beauty. I helped her get up and hugged her tight, and for the first time she said,
I love you, Maya. I truly do. I'm sorry. Sorry about all the pain I caused you. Please forgive me.
It's all right now. I forgive you, and I love you too. Ew, I think I'm going to barf. I still think you're ugly, Maya, and I don't regret telling Noor anything. I'd choose my gorgeous BFF over you two losers any day. I can't even share a room with you anymore, Selma. You disgust me. And with that, she picked up her things and moved to the attic. Some weeks later, Layla had to make a presentation on Earth Day in front of the whole school, including some important guests like the Minister of Education. When it was her turn, She went onto the stage confidently and turned on the slideshow. But to my horror, I saw pictures of me on the screen with terrible things written about how dark and ugly I was.
Layla, what is this nonsense?
She looked as shocked as I felt. I swear, sir, I have no idea. This is not the slideshow I made. Suddenly, I spotted Noor in a corner laughing her head off. Of course it was her. Sir, I'm her sister and I know she didn't do that. She wouldn't. It's that girl, Noor. Shut up, Maya. Who asked you to defend me?
No, babe, she's right. I just hate her, and you're just so dumb and made it so easy for me to ruin your sister. I'm the queen of this school and no one can replace me. And imagine if it was a dark, ugly girl like her.
That's enough. I will not tolerate this awful behavior anymore. Nor, Layla, you're both expelled.
Just then, the minister rose from his seat.
Not only expelled, I'll make sure that you only get enrolled in a strict Catholic school so you can learn some manners and discipline. You're such a disgrace to the school, bullying people for how they look. Everyone is beautiful in their own way.
The whole auditorium started to applaud as the two stormed off. By the time we got home, Mom told us that Layla had packed her bags and moved back with Dad. I think Layla and Nora got what they deserved. I won't let anyone manipulate me like they did anymore. I'm beautiful and strong just as I am. Hi, my name is Allison, but everyone calls me Allie. Please like and subscribe. Growing up, my parents were real-life superheroes. They didn't fly or shoot laser beams out of their eyes, but they saved lives daily. They both worked for Doctors Without Borders, and they traveled to remote villages worldwide to provide the best medical care. Sometimes they'd even fall sick themselves, but that never stopped them from helping people. And I wanted to be just like them. Once, when I was 6, my nanny took me to the park and I saw a little girl crying. She told me her puppy got off its leash and ran away. I felt so bad for her that we stayed there for 4 hours looking for it until we finally found it.
Thank you so much. You're my hero.
I felt so proud to be like my parents, even if it was just a little. And growing up, I took every opportunity to do so. Other than the fact that my parents were gone for months, my life was kind of perfect, and I had everything I could ever want. But in the 10th grade, everything changed forever. One afternoon, I was in my room watching some Avatar World videos on YouTube when my parents returned from a trip to Venezuela. As I hugged them, I noticed a girl my age standing behind them. She was small and thin, and she held a cane as a walking stick. She also wore very large headphones and looked bored. My parents welcomed her in and then turned to me.
Honey, this is Gabriella from Venezuela. We adopted her. She's your new sister.
We know this will be an adjustment, but just think of this as the new chapter for us as a family.
What the heck? An adjustment? This was a bombshell. You didn't think to mention it before now?
¿Qué está diciendo? Habla demasiado rápido.
Does she speak any English? How am I supposed to, talk to her?
Puedo dibujarle un dibujo si eso ayuda.
She wants to draw you a picture.
Listo. La niña soy yo y la vaca eres tú.
She pointed to the cow and then to me. Then she pointed to the girl and back at herself. Did she just call me a cow?
No, she's just excited for you guys to play with each other.
We didn't even have an extra room, so it turned out she'd be sharing mine. My parents had lost their minds. Here, you should take my bed, and the mattress might not be that comfy.
Gracias, hermana. Si estás incómoda, ni me importa.
You're welcome, I guess. On Monday, my parents enrolled Gabriella in my school. I had to babysit her the entire day. I was late to every class because she couldn't walk very fast, and explaining the situation repeatedly to the teachers was exhausting. It was also hard to communicate with her, and at home, sharing a room with her was awful. I had no privacy and she snored. I hugged my pillows around my head, but nothing helped. I wanted to scream. When I couldn't take it anymore, I went downstairs to sleep on the couch. I was just about to doze off when I got a text from my boyfriend, Trevor.
Hey, want to go out for a walk? I'm outside.
We'd met a couple of months ago when we signed up for a karate class, and we'd been inseparable ever since. I quickly got dressed, making sure to be as quiet as a mouse and not wake up anyone. Then I slipped out the window and ran down the driveway. As soon as I saw him, I jumped into his arms. You will not believe the day I've had.
Try me.
We began walking down the street, hand in hand, and I told him everything. By the time I finished my rant, he hugged me and offered to translate for me at school to make things easier with Gabriella. At least someone was on my side. When I got home, I was relieved that everyone was still sound asleep. I peeked over at Gabriella, and I noticed some papers lying underneath the bed. When I checked them, I saw she'd worked on some pretty advanced math equations. She even scribbled out the parts where the teachers had made mistakes. Wow, this girl was a genius! Suddenly I had an idea! The school hosted a huge math quiz competition, and the grand prize was a full scholarship to university. If she won this, she'd be set for life. And if I helped her, maybe we'd be on better terms with each other. The next day I signed her name up and looked for her everywhere to tell her the news. I finally found her on the playground with Trevor. When I came over, Trevor put his arm around me and suddenly her face dropped. Okay, good. You've met, babe. I need you to tell her some amazing news for me. I excitedly told him everything, and before he even finished translating, Gabriella exploded.
¿Estás loca?
Wait, was she mad? Why are you butting into my business? Shut the front door. So wait, you suddenly speak perfect English? Why have you been trying to lie to us this whole time? Gabriella suddenly looked so mean.
Just to bother you, because I can, and how dare you sign me up for something without even asking me?
I was just trying to do something nice for you.
Well, stop! I don't need anything from you.
With that, she stormed off and I was shocked. I tried to tell my parents that she'd lied about not knowing English, but they were so in love with her. They didn't believe me.
Come on, honey. Why would she do that?
I know it's hard for everyone to adjust, but try and be more cooperative, please.
Are you freaking kidding me? Whenever she was around them, she acted all sweet and innocent, but every time they left the room, she was a totally different person.
Your parents didn't believe you, did they? Gosh, they're so stupid!
Hey, you don't talk about them like that. After everything they've done for you.
So what? Now there's some kind of heroes, and I should worship them for saving a poor little girl like me? Well, I didn't ask for it. They just did it to feel good about themselves.
As she walked off, I was stunned. This girl was really something, and she seemed to hate us all. I had to find a way to show my parents the truth. At school, I noticed that Gabby would often sneak off during lunch, so I decided to follow her one day and see what she was up to. I found her sitting in the music room by the piano. She was playing a soft tune, and I had to admit she was really good. That's beautiful.
What do you want?
Answers mostly. An apology would be nice too.
You're not getting one. Can you please leave me alone?
Why are you hiding out here?
It's quiet and people don't stare at me or pity me.
Just then, she winced in pain and I saw her rubbing her leg. Does it hurt a lot?
All the time, but I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, fine. And listen, I'm sorry for butting in about this competition, but I've seen your work and you could actually win this thing. Think about your future. Don't do it for anyone else.
Why do you even care?
Believe it or not, but I think we're a lot alike. We're both stubborn, headstrong, and not easily scared of a challenge. In a perfect world, we might actually be friends.
I doubt it, but I guess getting some independence won't be so bad for me.
You've got nothing to lose, right? When the competition came around, Gabriella aced it. She solved all the questions and left everyone else in the dust. My parents, Trevor, and I cheered her on happily as she received her award. And later at dinner, Gabriella even confessed about lying to everyone.
I'm really sorry for not being honest. I don't know what came over me.
Although Mom and Dad were shocked to hear her perfect English, they accepted her apology happily. They also apologized to me, and I felt so relieved. The next week at school, she was on cloud 9. Everywhere we went, people complimented her. I even noticed her flirting with the school's heartthrob at lunch. I was glad her confidence was so much better. Even though I'd noticed she'd been limping more lately, everything seemed to be going smoothly until one day when I was heading to class and I overheard the guy laughing with his friends.
Being with Gabs is so cool. She's super nice and everything. But what's really cool is that she's doing all of my assignments for me. I'm getting A's for the first time ever. Ha 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 ha.
Dude, that's awesome. Maybe I should flirt with her too.
That no good dirtbag. I needed to tell Gabby before she got hurt. I found her in the library, and to my shock, she was sitting there doing his homework. You need to throw that in the trash. That guy is no good.
¿Qué?
I overheard the jerk bragging to his friends about how he's got you doing all his homework.
So I want to help him. He's nice and I like him.
He's just using you, Gabby. You can't let him treat you this way.
Are you telling me he's too good for someone like me and he couldn't possibly like me for me?
No, but that's not what I...
'Cause I'm the freak with a disability, right?
Why would you even think that? I've been trying every day to bond with you, but you're so difficult. What is your problem?
Everything! I hate it here! I'm just this charity case you parade around to tell people how good you all are. You don't really understand me, and I wish I'd never come here.
I couldn't believe her after all this time. I thought we'd gotten past that, but I guess not. Well, if you're so miserable, then go. Who's stopping you? Nobody. Suddenly, Gabriella began to cry, and before I could say anything else, she stormed off. I tried looking for her once I'd cooled down, but I couldn't find her anywhere. I called Trevor, and when I told him what had happened, he came over immediately. I went too far, and I didn't mean it really. She's just so frustrating.
I think she's just hurting a lot more than she's letting on. Let's go find her.
We searched for hours all over the neighborhood. Soon it started to rain like crazy, and I was so worried about her. But we finally found her sitting in the park. She was drenched and shivering like crazy, so I quickly wrapped my jacket around her. I'm not sure what's going on with you, but I think it has less to do with me and more to do with this. I picked up her cane. Gabby looked at me with tears in her eyes.
It's so unfair. I'll never be a normal girl like you.
That's not true. Whatever's going on, Gabby, we will handle it together as a family.
Why would you even want me? I'm just a big mess. That's why no one's ever wanted me.
We want you, stupid, but you have to stop pushing us away.
I'm not getting any better. I'm just a huge burden.
No, you're not. You'd know that if you took a second to get to know us. Please, just come home. I held out my hand to her, and when she took it, I hugged her tight. We're a family now. Get used to it. The next day, we took her to the hospital, and after many tests, Gabby was diagnosed with a rare muscle condition. The doctor started her treatment, and she had to be at the hospital for a few weeks. I stayed by her bedside every day, refusing to go home until she did.
Don't worry, baby. We'll make sure Gabby gets the best possible treatment. She's going to be fine.
She still needed months of physiotherapy, but we could finally take her home. Mom and Dad had decorated the living room with a huge sign that said, "Welcome home." Trevor was also there, and a few friends she'd made at school. Gabby looked so shocked when she saw everyone, and I could tell that she hadn't expected such a big welcome.
Thank you all for this. I guess I will just have to learn to live with you all being so annoyingly affectionate.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's how we roll, and you're stuck with us for good now. I think I like the sound of that very much.
Hi, I'm Kaylee from LA. Please like and subscribe. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always loved to sing. My grandma was a professional singer. She sang around the world with the most prestigious orchestras and operas. I miss her and her voice so much. When I got to 10th grade, I became the singer of the family. I went to the most prestigious performing arts school on the West Coast. My favorite class was music, of course, and my favorite club so far was show choir. We had been the best in the state for 14 years, with the trophies to prove it. My best friend, Addison, is also in show choir with me. He and I met in kindergarten and have been inseparable ever since. He's the funniest guy I've ever known. He's also gotten pretty cute over the years too. Or at least that's what all the girls in school think. But I just don't see him that way. Hard to see someone that way when they used to sneak over from next door and put frogs in your bed. Yuck! One day, our show choir teacher, Ms. Conrad, had big news for us.
We've been asked to compete at this year's National Show Choir competition.
All right.
Yeah!
But to ensure we get top scores, the soloists will have to be chosen very carefully.
Ms. Conrad told us that we were going to have to audition for the big solo right in front of each other in 1 week. My nemesis, Heidi, started bragging in front of the whole group.
We all know who's gonna get it! Me, of course. Everyone knows I have the stage presence of a star.
I don't know. I think Kaylee might give you a run for your money. She's got star power and the voice to match.
The others' eyes widened. Were they about to fight? Just then, the bell rang. As everyone left the class, I swatted Addison on the arm. Don't start fights with Heidi. She's my biggest competition.
That's exactly why you have to stand up for yourself in front of her.
I just don't want anyone to think I think I'm better than her.
Well then, I guess that's why I'm here. To remind them for you?
Oh, what would I do without you?
Good thing we'll never have to find out.
I was so nervous, even though I'd sung in front of our choir before. But the pressure was on the whole week leading up to auditions. I practiced in the shower, in the bathroom, between classes. I really wanted to beat out Heidi for the big solo at the end of the show. Finally, audition day arrived. I woke up, put on my cutest outfit, curled my hair, and took extra time with my makeup. After all, if I'm gonna be a big star one day, I might as well start dressing like it now. When I stepped out of my house to walk to school with Addison, his cheeks turned super red. What's wrong?
Nothing, you just look different is all. Your hair is.
Oh no! Does it look bad? Maybe I should have worn it up. I'll just go chance.
No, leave it. You look good. Great.
When I arrived in class, Heidi was sitting in the front row, looking totally perfect. What was I thinking? With her shiny hair, big eyes, and as much as I hated to admit it, her beautiful voice. Why would anyone ever look twice at me? But I just tried to remember what my grandma would always say.
It's not about who sings the loudest or looks the prettiest. As long as your song comes from your heart, people can't help but listen.
So I took a deep breath and sat down next to Heidi, right in the front row. She gave me a once-over and rolled her eyes. Who cared what she thought? I knew I looked great. Ms. Conrad sat down at the piano and called Heidi up first. After she finished singing, I applauded politely along with everyone else. Then it was my turn. I stood confidently and turned to face everyone. Addison gave me a thumbs up from the back row. Such a good friend! Ms. Conrad played the opening notes for my song when suddenly the door to the classroom burst open behind me. I turned to look, and standing in the doorway was the most handsome boy I'd ever seen. Tall, with long brown hair that felt perfectly into his eyes. He looked just like a fairy tale prince. My jaw dropped. He handed a note to Ms. Conrad.
Class, this is our newest edition, Patrick.
He waved to everyone, then put his hand on my shoulder, looked deep into my eyes, and said,
I'm so sorry I interrupted your audition. Knock 'em dead.
Then he took my seat right in the front row. I gulped. Oh, now I was nervous again. I shook off my nerves, took a deep breath, and nodded to Ms. Conrad as she played. I could feel the music filling me up all the way to the top. I opened my mouth to sing and let my song come from my heart. When I finished, the whole class burst into applause. I felt like I was walking on air. Patrick got up to sing something last minute. He was so good. The next day, Ms. Conrad put up the list and I had gotten the solo. And she'd even added a duet in the middle of the show for Patrick to sing with me.
Looks like it's you and me, Kaylee. I'm so honored to be singing with someone as talented as you.
I felt my cheeks turn red, and he grinned.
You're so cute when you blush like that. Be careful, or I might just fall in love.
He walked away with a wink at me. I couldn't believe he'd just said that. And neither could Heidi, who'd been listening around the corner.
Don't get too comfy with that solo. Once Miss Conrad figures out that you'll cave at the first sign of pressure, I'll be ready to step in.
Eavesdrop much? Jealousy isn't your color, Heidi. The next day, we started rehearsing for nationals. Everyone was working so hard, and Patrick and I sounded great together. But when it came to our dance, it was like I'd suddenly grown a second left foot.
No, Kaylee, no. Once more from the top.
Miss Conrad, I'm happy to come up front and show Kaylee how it's done.
Not necessary, but thank you, Heidi.
Just here for the team.
After I knocked Patrick over by mistake for the third time, Ms. Conrad called it a day.
Kaylee, please go home and practice. Practice.
Ugh! I could have wiped that smug look off of Heidi's face. Everyone went to start packing up their bags, and I started to head backstage to get my bag when Patrick came up to me.
Hey, gorgeous. Want to stay and practice a little with me? Then it'll be perfect by tomorrow.
Oh, I wouldn't want to impose. Your toes must be all bruised.
That's okay. I really don't mind. And I wouldn't mind spending a little quality time with my co-star.
Well, if you insist. Just then, Addison came up to us.
Hey, Kaylee, ready to go?
That's okay. I should really practice a little longer.
I can practice with you. I could use a few run-throughs myself.
Oh, well, Patrick already offered to stay behind and practice with me here.
He did he? How are you gonna get home?
I can drive her.
Oh, do you live in our neighborhood?
No, but...
I mean, if it's not really convenient for you.
I'm not spending time with Kaylee because it's convenient.
Neither am I.
I'm spending time with her because she's cool.
My face turned bright red. Did he really mean that? Addison, I'm gonna stay here too. Just for a bit to practice. I'll see you later, okay?
Fine. If you insist, I'll see you when you get home.
He turned on his heel and walked out. Patrick turned to me with a grin on his face and held out his hand.
Shall we?
We practiced more, and I was finally getting good. Patrick swung me out for our final spin, then pulled me in close and dipped me. That's when I noticed his face was just so close. His ice blue eyes staring deep into mine. Was he gonna kiss me? Just then, all the lights in the theater went out. Patrick dropped me in shock and I shrieked. All of a sudden, the lights came back on, and Ms. Conrad stepped back on stage.
Oh, hey, kids. I am so sorry I didn't realize you were still here.
Ugh, I couldn't believe she'd interrupted our moment. Still, we waved goodbye to her and headed out. A little while later, when Patrick dropped me off, he got out of his car to open my door. Such a gentleman!
It was nice hanging out tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, superstar.
Then he wrapped his arms around me and gave me a big hug. Is this what heaven smelled like? Then I headed up the front walk to my door.
So, do you like him or something?
I whipped around and saw Addison waiting on our front porch swing. I don't know, maybe. He's so cute and really talented.
Okay, cool. I guess, do you still want to practice?
That's okay. I think I got it now.
Okay then. Well then, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Here, I got you a milkshake.
Hey, thanks! He started crossing the yard towards his house. Is it?
Cookies and cream. Your favorite.
Thanks, I'll see you tomorrow.
You know it.
Then it was finally time for nationals. As we arrived at the concert hall, I was overwhelmed by all the other groups here and overheard one girl say to another,
"She was a little flat at the end."
I couldn't believe it! What if I lost us the whole competition? All night and throughout all our warm-ups the next day. It was all I could think about. If I messed up again, I'd be letting everyone down, including myself. And there were several famous music industry people judging the competition. What if I ended my career as a singer before it even started? And then, it was almost time to go up. I tried to calm down, but I was shaking like a leaf.
Miss Conrad, Kaylee doesn't look so good.
Miss Conrad came over. She looked pretty nervous herself.
Kaylee, you look terrible. Are you going to be able to perform?
Of course
Because if you're sick, I can always put Heidi on.
I'm ready to go, Miss Conrad!
Just then, I spotted Patrick warming up down the hall. I just need a minute! I raced down the hall towards him. He was stretching, shaking out his hands, jumping up and down. Patrick! His expression was so strange. Was he nervous too? I'm so nervous. Do you think we could practice?
Kaylee, I'm kind of busy.
What if we?
I really just need some space here. Kaylee.
Yesterday you said we were a team. That doesn't feel like a team to me.
I can't do this right now. Could you leave me alone?
Fighting back tears, I ran down the hall and found a corner backstage. I couldn't let anyone see me so upset, especially not Ms. Conrad or Heidi. What was I gonna do? Suddenly, Addison stepped out of the shadows. He looked so handsome in his costume.
Kaylee, are you okay?
I threw my arms around him. He caught me and squeezed tight. I'm so nervous. I overheard one of the other teams say I sounded bad. Ms. Conrad is ready to replace me with Heidi. Patrick isn't any help, and there's amazing industry people out there. And ugh!
You sounded amazing in rehearsal. Those other teams were just jealous. Forget about Patrick and Heidi. Remember why you love to sing? What was it your grandma always said?
Sing from your heart.
Exactly. Just do that.
I took a few deep breaths, and Addison was right. Will you just run the last part of the number with me?
Of course.
And there, in our little corner of the theater, we stepped, we twirled, we kicked in time together. Addison took my hand, spun me around, and dipped me low. I felt his arm slip. He was dropping me, but right before I was sure I'd hit the ground, he caught me with a twinkle in his eye. I swatted his arm. You tricked me.
I'd never drop you. And even if I did, I'll always be here to catch you.
Thank you, Addison. Then he smiled at me so genuinely, and my heart fell into my stomach. What was that?
Places, please. Students' places. Kaylee, are you ready?
Yes, Ms. Conrad. As we all rushed to take our spots to start our number, Addison shot me a wink.
Knock 'em dead, superstar.
You too. As soon as the lights came up on stage, I felt a little thrill of excitement. We danced, we sang, we twirled. Everyone had brought their A game. When it came time for my duet with Patrick, we totally nailed it. But any spark that had been there was gone. As the opening chords of my solo began, the lights shined down on me, and I opened my mouth, and the music poured from my heart. I knew my grandma was right there with me. I hit my final note and held it out forever as everyone finished their steps behind me. As we struck our final pose, the crowd erupted into applause. A standing ovation! I beamed. We totally nailed it. That night, after all the points had been tallied, all the teams gathered on stage behind the judges. Addison reached for my hand and I squeezed back. Thanks for the pep talk. I could have never done it without you.
Of course you could have. I'm just here to remind you.
You're always there for me. He leaned in close, and I felt a flutter in my stomach as he whispered in my ear.
And I always will be, if you let me.
I turned to look directly in his eyes.
Kaylee, I have to tell you.
Just then, the announcer started announcing the winners. Second place, runner-up. Our whole team clasped hands and took a deep breath together.
And the grand prize for this year's National Show Choir competition goes to...
As they said our name, the crowd roared. It was so loud I could hardly think. Confetti rained down on us as Ms. Conrad stepped forward to accept our trophy. I threw my arms around Addison, and he picked me up, swinging me in a circle. We did it! We did it! As we packed up our things in the dressing room and said goodbye to the new friends we'd made at the competition, one of the judges knocked on our dressing room door. He was an exec for a record label back in LA.
I was so impressed with you. Your vocals were so clear and you've got some real presence up there. Give me a call if you think you'd be interested in recording a single.
He handed me his card, and I shook his hand, totally awestruck. Maybe dreams really do come true. I felt so relieved. Not only had I not let everyone down, but I'd made myself proud. On the beach, Addison sat down next to me, running a hand through his hair. When he saw me watching, he grinned, and the butterflies were back.
I'm totally beat, aren't you?
Definitely. I got you something.
Oh yeah?
I pulled out a bag of gummy worms and your favorite.
You're the best, Kay.
He ripped open the bag and dug in. Hey, Addison, what was it you were gonna tell me earlier?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, I have something I want to tell you.
Yeah?
I like you.
Really?
Really.
I like you too. I have for a while now.
Really?
Really.
He took my hand and, I know, my cheeks turned pink.
I got something for you too.
Ooh, okay. I love presents. And then he put his hand on my cheek, leaned in close, and kissed me. It was the perfect end to a perfect day. Hi, I'm Audrey. I was born in a crazy family in New York. Please like and subscribe. My Mexican mom was so proud of her language that she never wanted to learn better English. Dad would say mean things with a smile to fool her all the time, and I hated it.
Wow, this stew tastes like mud. What did you do to it, you insane woman?
What you telling me? Do you like?
Estoy contenta.
As a kid, I never had the courage to tell Mom what a jerk he was, cause I knew she'd be sad. But every time he did that and smirked at me, I knew that Mom would soon catch on to his words, and it would end bad. And over time, Mom learned more English from her neighbor friend, and she realized that all these years Dad had just been giving her hatred. Their fights got bigger, and one day, when I was in the 7th grade, Mom finally decided she wanted a divorce. When I had to choose a parent, of course, I chose Mom. We took off to Mexico that same night. Mom, are we going to Grandma's?
Oh, Misha amor. Grandma moved away a long time ago, but we have a new loving family here.
A new family? The cab stopped at a huge mansion, and a strange man ran towards us and hugged Mom. He also said something to me, but I didn't get a word. Mom then took me to a room, and it was all ready for me. Mom, what's going on? Who's this man? As Mom started telling her secrets one by one, I kept sinking deeper into the bed.
That's Carlos, and he used to be my boyfriend long ago. If your grandma hadn't forced me to marry your dad, we would have been a big, happy family already. And you know what? He has a son your age, Matthew.
What was I just hearing? Mom, I left my school, my friends, my whole life in New York for you, and you created your own family here and didn't even tell me about it? How could you keep all this from me? She kept explaining, but I just asked her to leave the room and slammed my door hard. It was so much to take in, and I just wanted to cry. Suddenly, I heard a loud, non-stop knocking on my door. Who is that? Okay, wait, stop that, I'm coming. I opened the door to find a boy standing outside grinning at me. Who are you, man? Lost your way?
Shouldn't I be asking you that? But your mama. Well, now our mama said,
Matthew, go meet your sister.
So here I am, Hermana.
What? Whatever, don't call me that.
Mama didn't teach you Spanish? Also, I heard New Yorkers are very stylish. But look at you. You're worse than my ex-girlfriend. Hey, that's a joke, okay? Don't cry.
Can you do me a favor and please get the heck out of here? I made him leave, but he left loads of mud on the carpet. That night at dinner, Mom introduced me to everyone, and Carlos even made a toast to me. But after that, they all started talking in Spanish. Was I invisible? I stood up to leave. Then Mom held my hand.
Where are your manners? We're having family time.
Family? You all are clearly a family, Mama. Excluding me. I don't even understand your language.
Oh, Misha, amor. Just use the language of love. It's easy, try it.
Mom, can't you see I feel so left out? But you're just joking about it. I shook her hand off and walked up to my room. The next day, I was joining school and thought at least that would give me some relief. Until Matthew came and sat right next to me. Holy moly!
Hey, better not tell anyone we're related. And can you please wax your mustache? People will think you're me.
It's not my problem, you've got a girly face. He hit my face with a book, and suddenly the teacher yelled,
What's going on there?
Ma'am, can you believe it? She's asking me to be her boyfriend. But I told her, I already have eyes for you.
I was sure the teacher was going to kick him out now, but to my surprise, she giggled.
Oh, stop it, you.
What? Who was this boy? Soon I realized Matthew was the coolest kid in school. All the girls and even the teachers adored him for his crazy jokes. Not me! I hated him even more because he spoke in Spanish with Mom every time I was around. I felt like an alien in the house. That Christmas, Carlos was gonna host a grand party, but I wasn't interested. I think I have an important exam that day, and in the evening, I have dance practice.
Liar! We don't have any exams on Christmas! And dance practice! You can barely walk.
Ugh! I was gonna kill him! Seeing Mom and Carlos's faces, I could tell they wanted me to attend. So I reluctantly said yes. And the party wasn't that bad. I got to meet a handsome boy, Leo.
Hey, I know you must already have a boyfriend because you're so pretty. But I have to say, you have the most dreamy eyes. I've been watching you for hours.
OMG, that made me blush. Thanks. Actually, I don't have a boyfriend. Yet we exchanged numbers and started hanging out. He seemed really cool. But one day, when Leo and I were having lunch in the school cafeteria, Matthew appeared out of the blue and pulled me aside.
Have you gone mad? Why are you sitting with that jerk?
He's not a jerk. He's my friend. Maybe future boyfriend. And why do you care anyway?
Listen, he's not a good guy. He flirts with everyone, and God knows how many girlfriends he has.
Look, who's talking? The one who flirts with teachers. Just leave me alone, okay? I can handle my own life. I knew he just wanted to spoil my first real relationship, so I ignored him and left with Leo. After that, we started going out more often. One evening, Leo invited me to his house for a party, and I was having a great time. As we were dancing, Leo suddenly pulled me closer, and my heart skipped a beat.
Oh, Hermosa, thank God you flew all the way from New York just for me.
He held my face, and we kissed. Suddenly, someone kicked Leo hard, and he went flying into a wall. Matthew, what are you doing here?
Just protecting you from this virus.
He took my hand and started walking out, but I pushed him away. You crazy idiot! You're the virus that's destroying my life. Why can't you just let me breathe?
Breathe all you want, but see this first.
He took out his phone and showed me Leo's Instagram page. It had a video of me and him kissing under the caption, 100th kiss from a New York chick. The page had videos of him kissing 99 other girls too. It looked like one of Leo's friends here had been making our video and was broadcasting it live for him. I jumped on Leo and scratched his face.
Ah, the New York chick has gone crazy like her mad brother. Someone save me!
Shut your dirty mouth! I trusted you, you mud mind. And I started pulling his hair like crazy. Matthew gave him a nice punch and then took me home. I felt really embarrassed for not listening to Matthew before. He'd only been looking out for me. So the next day at school, I sat next to him.
Not so worried about this life-destroying virus now, yeah?
I realized it's better to have him as a friend than an enemy. I thanked him for the night before, and he just laughed and hit my face with a book again. As days passed, we became good friends. I also decided to talk to Carlos and Mom and apologize for being so neglectful. But they surprised me instead.
Princesa,
we have some exciting news for you.
Sí, mija. Your 15th birthday is coming. And here in Mexico, we call it
Quinceañera?
But why do you want to do this for me? You know, after I've been, well, not so nice.
'Cause we're family, estúpida.
And you're no less than Matthew to me. I want to do this for my daughter.
I felt so stupid for not seeing this before. These people really cared about me, just like the family I'd always wanted. On the day of the party, I could already hear music and people laughing and talking. As I got ready, I walked out all dressed in their traditional way, and everyone clapped for me. Just then, Matthew barged into the room looking mad.
Stop the party, Papa. This girl doesn't deserve any of this love and attention.
What?
Matthew, calm down. Audrey is your...
Nothing. She's my nothing, Papa.
What's gotten into you, man? I was horrified when I saw what he had in his hand. It was my diary. Oh my God, no!
After all this effort we've been making for you, this is what you really think of us? You suck.
Matthew, enough. What are you talking about?
Oh, let me read it out loud, Papa. This place is hell on earth. I hate their food, their language, this house. Carlos is so loud and annoying. Why is he so desperate to be my dad? Probably because his own son is a loser with half a brain. They're both stupid and I deserve better.
There was a pin-drop silence as everyone stared at me. You should have never taken my diary, you jerk. And yes, I wrote this, but that's when I first came here. I was having a really hard time adjusting. I was just mad, and I didn't really mean it. This is not how I feel now, Carlos. Mom, I promise, I really like being part of this family.
You're not part of this family, Audrey, and you never will be.
And before I could stop myself, I said the stupidest thing ever. Oh, shut up, Matthew. You're not part of this family either, 'cause you're adopted. It was something Mom had told me once, and Matthew didn't know about it. Now he did, because I just blurted it out. Carlos turned white, and Mom looked raging mad.
What a lame thing to say, Audrey. As if. Tell her, Papa. Papa, why do you look like that?
Oh, Matthew, I meant to tell you. On your 16th birthday. I promised I was going to, son.
Matthew looked stunned. Carlos walked over to him, but suddenly he just pushed him aside and ran out. Carlos went after him while Mom turned to me.
I raised you better than this, Audrey. But it seems you're more like your dad, hurting good people for no reason. Hurting your family. I'm so disappointed in you. Party's over, everyone.
As the guests started leaving, I ran to my room in tears. I felt terrible. Even if Matthew had read my diary, I'd done something 10 times worse. And the next day, I was back to being the alien of the house. Nobody was talking to me, and I deserved it. Matthew wouldn't even look at me in school. Anytime I went near him, he walked the other way. I tried for days to make it up to him. One evening, I sneaked into his room, finished his history paper, and left it on his desk. When he came home, he took one look at it, tore it up, and threw it in the trash. Then I had an idea for a gift that I was sure would make him forgive me. I used all my savings to get him a signed basketball from his favorite player. But when I looked into his room later, I was horrified to find him slashing it with a paper cutter. Oh my God, what are you doing? This was signed by...
I don't care. I just want you to stop doing things for me and stay out of my face.
How do I make you believe that I'm really sorry, Matthew? I'll say it in Spanish. Lo siento mucho.
There's nothing you can ever say or do that will make things okay. Now please, get lost.
It just looked like things were ruined between us for good. But one evening, I was walking a few blocks away from our house when I saw 2 boys wearing masks drag Matthew into an alley and start beating him up. I charged at them while screaming, and with the baseball bat I had, I hit one of the boys straight in the knee while the other one ran away. Leo, don't you dare touch my brother again, estúpida. I left him there crying on the ground and helped Matthew up. He leaned on me as we walked back home, and as soon as we entered, Mom and Carlos cried out.
Oh my God, what happened?
Papa, I'm fine, really. Thanks to Audrey. But why were you going around with a baseball bat anyway?
I've been following you everywhere for days, Matthew. Leo came up to me a week ago and said he would do something to make you pay for exposing him at his party. I knew you wouldn't really listen to me, so I had to do something. I couldn't let you get hurt. I've done a pretty good job of that myself. Suddenly, Carlos stepped forward and hugged me.
Mija amor, you saved my son today, and I want to forget everything else. I know you didn't mean those things.
And I'm okay about knowing about the adoption, Audrey. It came as a shock, but Dad and I have talked a lot about it since, and I'm fine. It doesn't really change anything. You don't always have to be related to be family.
I understand that now, and I'm so happy Mom brought me to you guys. I'm sorry about everything. And Carlos, you're the dad every girl wants to have. I love you! Carlos had tears and hugged me. Mom did too.
Don't forget me.
Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm from Ohio. Please like and subscribe. My parents always dreamt of being world-famous singers, but they could never become anything more than background vocals. So when me and my sister Tanya were born, Dad taught me all about music, while Tanya was Mom's favorite, 'cause she was the pretty one. Everyone admired her emerald green eyes and blonde hair. Once when we were 5, a woman even tried to steal her from the park.
Let go of my sister or I'm gonna scream!
It'll give you $10, kid! Let go of her hand!
Tanya and I struggled until she let go and ran away. Before the police came, Tanya hugged me tight.
Anna, you saved me. No one touches you on my watch, sis.
Even growing up, she always had everyone's attention, whereas I enjoyed my simple life. But then in 10th grade, things took a wild turn. One day after school, we got home to see Dad being rushed to the hospital. He had a heart attack. A week passed by and we found out he wasn't going to get better unless he had this really expensive surgery. And we didn't have money for it. Mom was thinking about selling the house when out of the blue she got a phone call. After she hung up, she screamed like crazy.
My former agent told me they're looking for new talent and they're gonna pay huge money.
She told us about a music audition that was happening in another week and asked us to grab the opportunity. On the day of the audition, everyone was stunned by Tanya's looks. But when she opened her mouth, they all covered her ears.
Hello! From the other side.
Someone grabbed the mic from her hands or shut off the speakers. I can't stand her voice.
Well, he was over-exaggerating, but not entirely. Tanya couldn't sing a note, not even in the bathroom. A few minutes later, it was my turn, and when I started singing, the producers looked mesmerized.
You come and wake me every night. You say you missed the concept of you and I.
After a long discussion, they announced they were going to sign both of us. But there was one condition. They wanted me to sing. But in the background for Tanya, she would lip sync to my voice.
No, that's wrong. We won't be doing that.
But Tanya held my hand with teary eyes.
Please, sis, you have to do this. We need the money. But Tanya...
Anna, my love, the future of our family rests on your shoulders. Now, think about your dad. Think about our family, honey.
So, I agreed.
After we signed the deal, all of Dad's hospital bills were paid, and he came back home all healthy in a month. And then it was just me and Tanya and the non-ending music videos and tours around the country. Everywhere Tanya went, people would go crazy for her. These people were nuts. And clearly this was getting to Tanya's head, because when we returned to school after summer break, she started acting like a queen and a bully.
Get out of my seat! That's my spot! Don't you know who I am?
The guy didn't even flinch and kept munching on his sandwich, and Tanya looked as furious as a dragon.
Hey, it's okay. We can take another seat. Maybe he can't hear.
But she just picked up a bottle full of mustard and dumped it on his head.
You've got to be frickin' kidding me!
I'm sorry about my sister. She's a little. Please let it go. I'll pay for your jacket later.
I grabbed Tanya's hand as I pulled her out of there.
Have you lost your mind? Didn't you see he was acting as if he didn't know me? Tanya, you're not the president, and you should.
Whatever. Anna, you didn't have to say sorry to him. He's a jerk.
Saying that, she stormed away. Ugh, such a diva. Later, after school was over, I went into the music room to practice my singing. But just as I finished, I heard someone clap behind me, and I was shocked to see the guy from the cafeteria. Brandon.
That voice. That's your sister's voice when she sings, isn't it?
Oh God, what now? But he didn't know anything for sure.
I thought you didn't know her, and now you know her voice.
I never said that. She just assumed it. I know who she is, and now I know her little secret.
You know nothing.
With every sentence, he kept getting closer. As I was backing away, I tripped over something and he caught me.
What are you even doing here? Everyone's gone.
But you're still here, and you kinda owe me something. You said you'll pay for my jacket. I'm here to collect the money.
Right? What was I even thinking? I gave him some money from my bag and ran out of there. A few days later, while I was in the library, Tanya came to me.
I want you to go and give this to Brandon and tell him that I want to meet him at the cafe tonight.
What? Why? What are you up to now?
Didn't you see? He ignored me. He isn't like the other guys who were running after me 24/7. I like him. I want him. I want to make him my freaking boyfriend.
Well, then you go and talk to him. Why should I do it?
Because of me. Duh. I'm a superstar. I can't make the first move. I don't want to look desperate. Do it for me, please.
Reluctantly, I left a note on his table and asked him to come to the cafe and ran out of there. Later, Tanya asked me to tag along, and just when we reached the cafe, she saw some random people with cameras there.
Oh no, paparazzi. I can't be seen with anyone. My contract doesn't allow me to date publicly. Anna.
But what about Brandon? He is waiting for you.
Can you please go and tell him I'll see him tomorrow at school? Okay, thanks. Bye.
Saying that she ran into a cab and rode away. Now I had no choice but to inform Brandon myself.
So I went in. Hey, I'm sorry, but...
I thought you wouldn't come and that this was some stupid prank. But I'm glad you're here.
What? Me? Wait, did he think I was the one who called him here? Shoot, I wanted to tell him everything. But he looked so happy to see me and he'd ordered all my favorite food items. I thought I could wait another few minutes before telling him. But as time went by, things just kept getting better and better. He was pretty cool. After our little date, he walked me back home. This was my chance to tell him the truth. But he just pulled me in for a kiss. And gosh, it was amazing. Suddenly, I heard Tanya coming out the front door, and I pushed him away into the bushes and rushed in. The next day, I was looking for him everywhere to tell him the truth. But I found Tanya was already talking to him in the corridor.
Freaking fishes! What do you mean you don't like me? Then why did you show up at the cafe last night?
What? Are you crazy? I wasn't waiting for you. I was there for Anna. I wouldn't date someone as mean as you, even if you were the last girl on Earth.
How dare you!
Tanya slapped him hard and ran out of there, and all the kids were recording everything on their phones. This was bad. I ran after Tanya, but she pushed me away.
Get lost. Anna, I told you I liked him, but you trapped him first.
Tanya, stop it. I didn't do anything. He liked me from the beginning, and you sent me to him.
Yeah, it was my biggest mistake thinking I could trust you. Traitor, witch.
She jumped onto me and grabbed my hair, and we broke into a huge fight. Mom and Dad were called in, and the principal showed them the videos the kids had recorded. He said Tanya's behavior was getting worse day by day, and she was suspended for a month. I felt so bad and went to hug her later that night and told her I wasn't going to see Brandon anymore, and she immediately hugged me. But when I went to my room, Brandon was already waiting there.
Why are you avoiding me? And what was your sis talking about today?
Brandon, you can't be here. Get out now.
Hey, why do you look so tense? Tell me what happened.
He pulled me close into his arms and I just melted. I told him everything honestly. And then he looked into my eyes.
I won't force you to like me, but if you do, I won't let anyone keep you away from me, Anna.
He moved in to kiss me, but just then Tanya came into my room with a fire extinguisher in her hand and sprayed it all over us.
I knew it, you ugly cow. I knew you're a filthy backstabber, and I'm gonna destroy you both.
Suddenly, Mom and Dad came running too, and she was taken back to her room, and I was grounded for a week for inviting a boy. We had a big concert soon, and though I was super mad at Tanya, I still had to help her because of our contract. As usual, I was singing backstage while the entire crowd was cheering for Tanya. After the performance was over, she was given an award for star performer. Even Mom and Dad were called on stage.
You guys must feel truly blessed to have a daughter with the voice of an angel.
It's an honor. We're so lucky to have her.
For some reason, I felt really left out and I smashed my mic on the ground. Just then, someone from the audience asked Tanya to dedicate a song to Mom. Holy moly. Tanya made this gesture with her hands. That was my cue to sing every time. But my mic, it was lying broken on the floor. She started singing without me and everyone in the audience heard her real voice. Oh my God! A wave of silence passed through the audience, and Tanya looked at me super mad. The crowd started chanting that she was a fraud who did lip syncing. They went mad and started climbing onto the stage. The bodyguards immediately took Tanya and my parents away to safety and left me there all by myself. How could they? I ran out of the venue and I was raging mad. I did so much for them and they didn't care about me one bit. But when I reached home, I was shocked to see a huge crowd gathered in front of my house. What in the world was happening just then? My phone went buzzing like crazy with videos and messages from everyone. Tanya's bullying and lip-syncing videos were going viral, and someone uploaded my video as the real singer to Holy Mother of Jesus. I quickly went into the house through the back door, and on seeing me, Tanya viciously threw a vase at me. Just then, I saw all the singing awards and trophies she was burning in the fireplace.
Oh my god, have you gone crazy? Why would you do that? What were you thinking, trying to ruin me? What? Are you kidding me? It was an accident. Oh, was it? Or is it because you want some fame for yourself now? Just remember this, you witchin. People hear your voice because of my face. Otherwise, no one would ever pay you, even if you sang on the roadside.
Who was this monster?
You're such a mean, self-absorbed brat, Tanya. I can't believe you'd say that to me when the fact is, you're only a star because of my voice. Without me, you're just a pretty dumb face.
Tanya pulled the scissors nearby and rushed at me with all her force.
You took away everything from me, the guy I loved, my reputation at school, and now my fame, too. I'm gonna kill you.
Thankfully, Mom and Dad came in and stopped her just in time.
Stop this madness right now. I can't believe we were so blinded by your beauty and fame that we never realized what a monster you were turning into.
Dad grabbed the scissors from her hand and threw them away.
Anna, we're so sorry. We've never truly appreciated you for everything you've done for us. You're the daughter that every parent would be proud of. Please forgive us.
Oh, Mom, Dad, it's... Ugh, you people are just morons. And I'm not letting go of my fame so easily. Watch this. I'm gonna walk out, and everyone is still gonna love me.
Tanya opened the front door and walked out, and all the media surrounded her.
So is it true you can't sing? And that creepy frog voice we heard, was it your real voice?
And who's the real singer? Is she your sister? We want to see her. You're just fake trash.
Just then, a bunch of anti-fans started throwing eggs and rotten tomatoes at her. She was screaming like crazy and pushing through the crowd to get to her car, and well, I was enjoying it. She was totally getting what she deserved. I thought I'd get a better view for my room, so I went up and found Brandon there. I immediately hugged him.
Whoa, the truth's all out now, and I can't believe I'm dating the real star. I'm excited for your famous life now.
No, Brandon, I just want a peaceful life. And if you're with me to enjoy some kind of popularity, you got the wrong girl.
No, babe, I don't care about what you choose. Just as long as I can be with you always.